Hello, my name is June and welcome to the Hallo show. As many of you probably know, we have been teaching English through music videos and some other ways to help you understand what it is like to live in America. For those who don't know me, my name is June and I'm an immigrant from Seoul, South Korea. I moved here to the United States over a decade ago, so it's been a while. I understand the challenges of learning a new language, mainly English. I also understand what it is like to live in America as a foreigner, as an international student, and also as an immigrant. And a lot of you asked me, hey June, could you share with me what are some of the ways to come to the United States? So today I'm gonna share with you 5 different ways to come to the United States. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is probably the most relevant information for you guys because you guys are studying. If you're pursuing degrees like a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or even a PhD, this is the best option for you. There's a lot of good options like Harvard, Stanford, MIT, Cornell, BYU, UC Berkeley, you name it. But it's not gonna be easy because you have to take an English exam called the TOEFL exam. It's composed of 4 different areas: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. You have to be good at all those 4 areas for you to be able to get a good score. Even after you get a good score, you actually have to take the SAT or the ACT for you to be able to apply. So it's getting harder and harder, but good news is that there is over 1.2 million international students here in the United States. So it's possible, and if they can do it, why can't you? This is another very popular way for you to be able to come. It's through employment. I'm living in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, where I see a lot of people coming from different countries like China and India, and there's a lot of tech companies like Facebook, YouTube, Apple, and Google. And guess what they want? They want you. They want engineers. So if you have a degree in any type of engineering, like computer science, you have a good chance for you to be able to come and compete with American employees. Basically, if you have very specific skills and if you're good at what you do, you will be able to get a job offer, and once you accept the job, you will be able to come and work here. And they're gonna sponsor your visa through H-1B. It's a lottery system and about 250,000 people apply every year and only 45,000 people get accepted. So only about 28% acceptance rate. So it's a very hard lottery system. But if you have a master's degree, you're actually gonna be able to come and get accepted more likely because you have a higher chance. The reason is because you're gonna be considered twice. Long story short, the higher degrees you have, the more likely you're gonna be able to get accepted. And eventually, you're gonna be able to apply for a green card. If this applies to you, good for you, you're very lucky. If your parents decided to come to the United States, you're automatically allowed to come along with them. How easy is that? And if they're US citizens, it's super easy for you to become a US citizen as well. Another way is through your siblings. The same analogy applies here. So if one of your siblings is a US citizen, you're allowed to become a US citizen as well. So this is actually one of the rare cases, so I don't want to go into too much details, but now you know that there's a way for you to become a US citizen or be able to come to the United States through your family. This probably does not apply to many of you because it requires a lot of money. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys are loaded. In other words, you have a lot of money. If you have $1 million and if you invest the money, you will get a green card in a heartbeat, which is kind of messed up, but hey, that's how it works. And America loves capital. Also, if you invest $500,000 in a specific area, you're also eligible for a green card. Another way is through your own company, like a startup. but you have to meet 4 specific criteria for this one. It's called E2 visa. First, you have to be very competent and you have to be skilled. You have to be able to prove the government that you're capable of running this business. 2, you have to invest your own money. On average, it's about $100,000, but the more, the better. 3, you have to own more than 50% of the company. You have to be able to provide lots of jobs for Americans. So at the end of the day, they're gonna see your potential of the company and also you. And they're gonna determine, hey, is this person going to bring a lot of value to America? If the answer is yes, then they're gonna give you the visa. This is actually the easiest way to become a US citizen. But it's almost impossible for you because you're living in a different country and it's probably really hard for you to even find someone who's American. And that person has to be attractive to you, blah 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 blah. There's so many different factors they go into this consideration. So, it's gonna be really hard, but in case you are able to find somebody and you guys are dating, you guys are thinking about getting married, good for you. Good news is that it's gonna be easy for you to become a US citizen. Maybe you're thinking, hey, maybe I should get married, and once I get a green card, once I become a citizen, maybe I should get divorced. No. That's not a good way of thinking, and it's not gonna work. It actually used to work in the past, but the government is not stupid, right? They actually came up with a way to prevent it from happening. So they're gonna ask you a lot of questions, like specific questions during your interviews. And nowadays, you're not gonna be able to become a citizen for several years, even after you get married. Wait for a certain period of time. At the end of the day, nationality doesn't really matter. As long as you find somebody that you love, good for you. That's awesome, seriously. In summary, there are 5 ways for you to be able to come. It's through education, employment, marriage, family, and investment if you have a lot of money. It's gonna be a big change, and one thing that I can tell you for sure is that it's not gonna be easy. So I recommend that you think about it very seriously. You're living in your own country right now and you're thinking about moving to a completely different country, America. And ask yourself, hey, why do I want to do this? Is it because you want to? Is it because everybody else does? Or is it because you want to change your life? In my case, it worked out for me really well because I have no regrets. And coming to America actually elevated my path and ability to have an impact. I have big dreams and I want to change and make a difference in the world. And I'd like to help a lot of people in different countries. So why don't you come and make your dreams come true? Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.